All right, pilot, Madera, California, on California 99. Another slow trug, trotting through California, 55 miles an hour. Get down to Bakersfield, turn eastward. That'll take us over to Barstow. At Barstow, we're going to get onto Route 40. And we are going to try to get to Flagstaff today, which is a little over 600 miles. So as long as we don't dilly-dally.
In 0.2 miles, turn left on Avenue 18. 1. Exit toward that. Take the entrance to the right at 490 feet.
As long as we don't goof off and waste any time, we should make it. I mean, just barely. I mean, like I said, we can spend a whole lot of time in California today, so all that time at 55 miles an hour is gonna impede our way down the road. So we'll do what we can. All right, we are now leaving. It is just a little before 6:30. Get ourselves on down the road. Would have probably been better if I left a couple hours earlier, but whatever. We'll get where we need to go. People parking at the entrance. Oh my goodness.
In 400 feet, turn left on Avenue 18. 1. Exit 2.
Alright, so we're getting on the road. It's gonna be a pretty boring day, I hope. I don't want excitement. And let's see if we can't make Flagstaff tonight. Alright, coming back through Fresno. About 10 minutes to 7. Getting a little bit of traffic. Unfortunately, that's to be expected. We'll see if we can make sure our lane choices are good, so we can minimize the amount of slowdown we got. I will see. We will see. All we can do is what we can do, and I'm going to be safe first and foremost. Not going to worry about, got to get it there, got to make the miles. The miles will come no matter what you do. Driving like an idiot, that ain't helping nobody. So this is our first thing to deal with in the morning. Dealing with Fresno. Got another 2 hours to go to get to our first stop for the day. To do our load check, we're going to stop at the 24/7 Travel Plaza in Bakersfield. Then we'll select another place to do our second load check of the day. Our third stop is going to be at the Flying J in Kingman, Arizona. then that'll make our final stop, Flagstaff. Now I'm going to try to push on to Little America again, but we may need to stop on the west side of Flagstaff. We will see, you know, what we, you know, how the day goes. But we'll just keep going down the road. All right, we're about 45 minutes away from our first load check here in Bakersfield, California 99 southbound. Clouds are pulling away, so now we got some bright old sunshine, which definitely feels nice. Got a stockyard off to our left. Pretty big one too. 20-30 acres of stockyard, you know, pens for the animals. All kinds of vineyards. So we'll just keep on trucking down the road. All right, Bakersfield. We are just about to get off here at exit 24, which will take us out to Mojave and then on to Barstow. But the first things first, we're going to get up here. Once we have enough, actually able to. Way to go, school bus. Instead of getting behind the big truck, getting in front of the big truck, because you want to go a little faster. Good thing there's no kids on that truck, on that bus. Moron. Little Toyota getting in front of me. Could have got behind me. There was plenty of room back there. But no, I can't wait.
Into road 2 miles, slide right on. CA 58 east of Harvey and Boone. Keep to the left in 730 feet.
Alright. Cut over to the last minute. Way to go. Meatheads.
400 feet, keep to the left on. CA 58 east of Harvey.
Okie dokie, so California 58. We got about 8 miles to go to our load check. Why don't they put... Come on, get around. There you go. Thank you very much. One person with some sense. So like I said, we get up here to do our load check. Probably use the old facilities there, and then push on. Should have waited. Passing on the right is not a smooth move. Oh, gee, donkey. Oh, it's a nice old sunshine. So hopefully we'll have a nice, clear, sunny day all day. Get over here. A little better signage on the highway would be a little bit more of a help. So we are heading east. I don't think we hold a whole lot of turns from this point all the way to Memphis. I think really our only turns are getting on and off for our load check and fuel and stopping for the night. Several more hours here in California to deal with the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit. But once we hit Arizona, step it back up to 65, you know, and actually make some better progress.
prices go up. $15 an hour for somebody in, say, like, I don't know, Cleveland or Cincinnati or some city, God, you can't, she just doesn't really get it. First of all, I tweeted about this. 9 croissants goes for $6 at Walmart. 9. That means for $15 an hour, you get 22 croissants. That's a lot. Okay, I don't think what's that like? That's a week's worth of exercise. You could probably you need vitamins. You could probably live off that for a decent amount of time. So she just really doesn't, And then she like blames the GOP. Yes, because centrist liberal types, center left types. Anyway, they're upset because there was a poll recently that found the more Americans learn about Ocasio-Cortez, the more they hate her. Seriously, her unfavorability is skyrocketing. And I'll tell you why. It's really simple. Well, first, I'll read a little bit just because I think I should. Ocasio-Cortez, the social media star and self-identified democratic socialist, is fairly unpopular around the country. Heavens. A Quinnipiac poll on Thursday morning, released on Thursday morning, found that 23% of Americans had a favorable view of a member of Congress, while 36% had an unfavorable view. A negative 13 overall approval rating. 38% had heard enough about her to have had an informed opinion. This new poll isn't a one-off finding. 3 prior surveys, one in January from Morning Consult, one in February from Fox, and a third in mid-March from Gallup, all found that more Americans had negative views of AOC than positive ones. This might surprise a lot of Democrats who see all of her viral clips and impressive performances in congressional hearings and assume she's a popular rising star. So what's going on? Ocasio portrays herself as a preferred destination. Yeah, that's a right-wing propaganda. You know what, man? You know what really bothers me? Is when liberals don't watch the news. I am really, really angry with my liberal friends. I just hung out with some of my liberal friends. Bernie voters, like progressive liberal types, and they said to me, when Hillary Clinton stole the nomination from Bernie, they completely disengaged, and they said, whatever, I'm out. Now what happens? They don't read the news. So some of them who are still fighting the resistance only see propaganda from like Occupy Democrats and progressives who want to circle jerk around the idea that Ocasio-Cortez has good ideas when she doesn't.
Okay, well, the ramp was closed, so I couldn't get off there. So it's 30 miles to the next truck stop, 70 miles to the next rest area. So we're gonna have to use a ramp or something to do a quick load check. Don't like doing that. There's no Walmart up this way, so Okie dokie, heading into the mountains. We got a little bit of climbing to do, but not too bad. It's just going to be a pain in the neck dealing with the speeds. You know, I can do 55 up this mountain, I believe. And I could probably do more up this mountain because I weigh virtually nothing. You know, I have like 4,000 pounds on the deck. But we're going to deal with this as we can. Excuse me. So we're going to stop at a Love's about 112 miles away. Do another quick load check, then roll on. Alright, mile marker 137 on on California 58 eastbound. Because we passed all these other people going too slow, we got time just right to come in to do a little bit of scale work. Yeah, well, it happens. So all these other people, you know, like this guy here, just passing me. That guy there, he pulled off to wait for the, you know, wait for the scale to fill up. Then he went by. I might have got a bypass if they did drive-wise at this scale, but since they don't, I got pulled in. Now I gotta say, this is a really nice place to drive. This stretch of road from Bakersfield going east, I mean, really nice looking area. Get the dirty glass out the way. I mean, really beautiful area to drive in. We got 3 trucks parked in here. You know, they're doing, you know, people are getting pulled in for inspections and whatnot, so wow. But like I'm saying, this is a really beautiful drive. I mean, this is one of those areas which would make you want to come to California, or at least make me want to come to California. But the rest of it, nah. This is one of those few places that I am enjoying driving in. Had I known that this is what I was going to be driving through, I would have made sure I had an empty SD card and a full battery. I would have planned for this, because this is absolutely gorgeous around here. A knucklehead ahead of me decided he wants to stop at a green light to dump out his coffee, dump out his coffee cup, because he can't be bothered to wait a whole extra moment, 1 extra minute or so, to do so here in the bathroom at the Loves. No, I'll just do it right here. Oh, Werner. Yeah. Way to go, Werner. Way to be a selfish, lazy, disrespectful jerk.
In 600 feet, make a U-turn if possible.
We're gonna pull into the pump here, wash off our, scrub our window a little bit. Then we're gonna park it, go in and get ourselves a couple of McMuffins here, I think. Alrighty, we are in Tehachapi. Like I said, we stopped at the
turn right on East Tehachapi Boulevard.
big sign right there. Schneider, no parking. Idiot. That's right. All the parking spaces in there, you got to park right there, blocking the road, like a moron. Oh, I tell you. All right, so we did a quick load check. I went and got something to eat. Went to the, got something to drink. Got a couple snacks. Slow down there, Mr. Buick. Idiot.
Take the entrance to the left on C50 East.
Jump back in my truck, getting ready to pull out. There's a knock on my door. Some other driver there trying to beg for, bumming a cigarette. It's like, why don't you go inside to the Loves and buy a cigarette? You need it that badly. Out here bumming cigarettes from other drivers. Yeah, patience there, lady. Patience. I swear it's, I don't get it where these drivers are having problems with their money all the time. First of all, quit buying cigarettes. You know they're not good for you. They're expensive. You don't get any benefit from it. So don't buy it. That puts money right back in your pocket. Don't buy the beer. Don't buy, the McDonald's every 2 hours. Don't buy coffee every single day, 4 or 5 times a day. Buy yourself a coffee machine and get yourself some Folgers crystals and put it in your refrigerator and make it in the truck. Have a little sense with your money. Heck, Next, we're going to make it through Barstow, do a load check in Newberry at the rest stop there. So basically 123 miles to Newberry Springs, 190 miles to Kingman, and then 145 miles to Flagstaff. So I think at Newberry Springs, I was going to do my 30-minute break there at that rest stop. Why not? See you in a bit. Got the train running next to us. So this is a part of California that's rather pretty. I mean, back on the west of Tehachapi was definitely nice. Between Tehachapi and Bakersfield, absolutely amazing. Beautiful. This is getting into the more traditional Southern California, scrub desert here. That little section there, that's nice. That's a nice area. I mean, night and day for what we're seeing here. about 40 miles away.
Just ahead.
Of course, as soon as you start talking. About 40 miles away from Barstow. And, you know, just a little bit beyond that, we're going to get to Newberry. Or actually, you know, might actually stop at the Walmart here. So I haven't been able to do that for a couple days, so might actually just stop at the Walmart. Do my 30-minute there, do a little shopping while I'm doing that. 2 birds, 1 stone. That might be the way to go. All right, we've done 270 miles so far. Today, we're here at the Walmart here in Barstow. And we're gonna run in here for a little bit of shopping. Get a couple things. And we got about 340 miles to go to Flagstaff. We got 2.5 hours on the clock right now. And of course, we'll gain a little bit of time. So we still have 6 hours on our drive clock and 8.5 hours on our 14. We still have 70 hours, or 10 hours on our 70. And we are going to gain 9 hours 30 minutes tomorrow. And the day after that, 10 hours and 30 minutes. And then what we got, the 8 hours and 20 minutes. So we got plenty of time to get where we need to go. So we're good. We're good. to Kingman, Arizona. We got just about 240 miles to Flagstaff. Okay. 230 miles. So we got 4 hours on our drive clock. We could just do it. It would be tight, but it, you know, as long as there's no, no kind of construction or slowdown or anything, we can make Little America in Flagstaff just barely. But I don't ever like playing the playing that too close like that. So I'm going to be stopping at the Pilot Flying J on the west side of Phoenix, of Flagstaff on I-40. That way I know I have a good safe parking spot for the night. I'll have, I have a shower. I have all the facilities I need. And I ain't worried about trying to get a parking spot at the last part of the day. So if I have to stop a little bit earlier to make sure I have that, I will. And being as I won't be stuck at 55 miles per hour at any point in time tomorrow, that should not be an issue for getting into Amarillo by the end of the day tomorrow. If California didn't limit me to 55, let me have that extra 10 miles an hour, I would already be at Kingman, Arizona right now. And I would have had well over an hour, probably an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes to spare getting into Flagstaff. But that's the way it is. All right, we had to pull over real quick. Back into my tarp came undone, so I had to stop and adjust that. So I loosened up the strap holding it down. Took a piece of dunnage, put that underneath the strap, just provide a little bit more force, so it's actually pulling down, not just holding holding the tarp. I think this wind that I'm getting now is getting underneath the tarp a little bit more. So it was ballooning it up a little bit. And I think that's what helped to force it out. But like I said, I put a piece of 4x dunnage on there, cranked it back down so it's super nice and tight, so it shouldn't be going anywhere. When I get up here to where my fuel stop is, then I'll take another look at it and maybe throw another tarp, another strap over it, a little bit up the tarp to just keep it from ballooning up. But we'll see what's what. So I got another hour to go till I hit Kingman. We are almost out of California. Thank goodness. I tell you, it's not. Goody goody go drops.